What if I told you that you could actually be addicted to working hard, to finishing a difficult task, or to sitting down to study, in the exact same way that you're addicted to scrolling through your phone? I know, that sounds crazy, totally like a scam, but it's true. That's because here's the thing. Your brain doesn't distinguish between focused, deliberate work and mindless scrolling on social media. There's only one language it understands, and it speaks it in the form of dopamine. Today, I'm going to walk you through dopamine loading, an incredibly simple and scientifically proven method of literally retraining your brain so that you become addicted to the hard stuff. And I'm not talking about hard work, grit, or willpower here. I'm talking about working with your brain's chemistry, not against it. Let's be totally real about why sometimes just sitting down and doing work can feel so incredibly painful. You know that feeling. You sit down at your desk, you're ready for a super focused session, and next thing you know, you're just blankly staring at your screen, and your phone just calls out to you. Suddenly, you find yourself scrolling for hours, and your brain just simply won't listen. Every single time you open an Instagram notification, watch a 5-minute video, or even just scroll, you're getting a huge hit of dopamine. And because it's so easy and feels so good, your brain gets trained over and over again to expect that stimulation every few seconds. And now, whenever you sit down to do something difficult, your brain compares the slow reward of real work to the instant reward of your phone, and it screams back at you. This is boring. Do something fun instead. I really need you to hear this. You are not lazy, and you are not broken. Your brain is doing exactly what it evolved to do. Seek out the highest dopamine with the lowest effort possible. It prefers cheap, instant dopamine over slow, meaningful progress. But here's where most people get it completely wrong. We call dopamine the reward chemical and assume it only shows up after success. But that's only half the story. Dopamine is actually tied to anticipation, to the expectation of reward. In fact, your brain releases dopamine before you get the reward. That's why scrolling is so addictive. Every swipe is a possibility. A funny video, a message, a notification. Your brain stays trapped in that loop of anticipation. So how do we flip this? How do we train your brain to crave hard work? Through dopamine loading. This process has 3 stages: deprivation, priming, and amplification. First, deprivation. And trust me, you're going to hate this at first. Before you start working, you need to lower your brain's dopamine baseline. Spend at least 30 minutes doing nothing stimulating. No phone, no music, no background noise. Just sit or go for a slow walk. Let your brain get bored. It will resist. It will crave stimulation. But that's exactly the point. Because now, you're creating a dopamine deficit so that when you finally sit down to work, the work itself feels rewarding. Second, priming. Now we activate anticipation. Before you start, close your eyes. Visualize yourself completing the task, understanding the concept, solving the problem, feeling that sense of satisfaction. Because your brain responds to anticipation, it will release dopamine before you even begin. Third, amplification. Now we reinforce the reward. Work in focused bursts, about 25 minutes. Then take a short break. But here's the rule: no phone, no social media. Instead, walk, stretch, drink water. Let the reward stay small and controlled. So your brain learns that effort leads to reward. And here's a weird but powerful trick. Every time you finish a session, physically pump your fist and say, "Yes," out loud. It sounds ridiculous, but it wires your brain to associate work with winning. Now listen, the first 3 days will feel awful. Your brain will fight you hard because it wants easy dopamine. But if you push through, by day 4 or 5, something changes. The work starts to feel good. Not because it got easier, but because your brain has adapted. Now progress is the reward. But you have to protect this. If you binge distractions for hours, you reset everything. So guard your dopamine like it's the most valuable thing you own. Because honestly, it is. So here's your challenge. Try this for 5 days. That's it. Lower your baseline, avoid morning dopamine spikes, and take clean breaks. Then watch as work stops feeling painful and starts feeling like a game. Your brain is powerful. It's not broken. It's just trained on the wrong things. The dopamine is already there. You just need to redirect it. You're not fighting your biology. You're re-engineering it. And you can become the person you actually want to be. If this helps shift your perspective today, or if you're going to try the 5-day challenge, drop a comment down below and let me know. And if you want to keep upgrading your brain and hacking your focus, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Let's grow together. Catch you in the next one.